Everyone and their grandmother has been getting on my case that I have not reacted to this video yet. I'm sorry. But it is here today. We are here to react to Doug. I let an AI write my LinkedIn profile. Sorry, I'm not very good with words. And force spammers to read it. Apparently, this is Doug's greatest video, I've been told by many people. And they're upset that I've never seen this, but we are here. We are here to witness greatness. And I hope you are right. Let's get straight into it. This is a 30-minute video, by the way, so grab your popcorn, grab your snacks. And there's a go.
Hey, this is Doug, where we solve business problems.
What's up, Doug?
Today, I'm going to let an artificial intelligence program rewrite my entire LinkedIn profile. I'm going to have them go through every job that I've had and let the AI write an entirely new job description for me. And you might be wondering, why? Why do this?
Just because, I'm guessing?
Well, let me tell you a story. 8 years ago, when I got my first real programming job, I started to get lots of spam emails from recruiters based on my LinkedIn and my email, which is normal for the tech industry, but I especially got emailed by this
That's why he's so good with mods.
Email me far more than anyone else. And you know, I would like politely tell them I'm not interested in this job, but they would keep emailing me sometimes about the job that I just
Happy New Year.
I don't want. And after it got to the point of 15 emails a year from this one company, I finally replied to the main recruiter and said, please take me off your contact list. She did not reply. Not only did she not reply, she and her coworkers continued to email me every few months, despite the fact that I had very clearly quit the programming industry. After 5 more years of this, I once again asked her to please stop emailing me and made it
he's
very
too
clear
polite.
that I am
He is
not her
way
target
too polite.
audience, and I am not suitable for whatever company they're trying to hire me for. She did not reply. It is now 2021, and I still get emails from these same recruiters every few months. This is why I'm letting an AI rewrite my LinkedIn. Because if they're going to try to recruit me for 8 straight years, then I'm going to make myself the least recruitable person on the planet.
He's going to troll the trolls.
Rewriting my job at the Esports team Tempo Storm, where I helped run a professional studio and produced various media pieces and esports tournaments. But the AI can do better than that. So I have this description here, served as the executive producer for the esports company Tempo Storm. So what if I literally just use this first sentence to start off? Here's the prompt, and we'll let it complete. Served as the executive producer for the esports company Tempo Storm. Co-founder, talent manager, and stream producer at TSM.
Co-founder.
That's not true. X-Men sits down with Pal to talk about where he got his start in gaming and the biggest inspirations that shaped him. This is about League of Legends. In the interview, he also discusses his current job. So now we would take this, pop that in here, and we save it. And then maybe the company stops emailing me about a programming job. This one doesn't feel very potent though. Okay, what should the first sentence be? I want the start of the prompt to be accurate. I'm gonna just be like, led a huge team. Let's see what happens. Led a huge team. A huge, high-powered, intimidating team. The likes of which you can't even imagine. Our current vice president is this guy. When he came to do a breakout session on leadership, I remember sitting there thinking, holy crap, this is it. This is the guy I want to follow for the next few years. These were the values I had as a staff member. These are the leadership lessons I would tell my current team. I was even envious of the ease with which he commanded respect. Big guy. No. This one's real good. Tempo Storm. This was my last job before becoming a huge YouTuber. This is also my first paying job. This is when things started to look up. When one company hires you, they might not need you for another month or so. When you work a lot, they may not need you for a few weeks. My experience was like that. Up late every night recording content for the next video. I would work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. My last shift ending at 7 p.m. Okay, this is number 3. I may have left my job, but if I had stayed, I would have been amazing. And here's why. If you've read my previous blogs, you know how little I like to travel, and yet I have traveled the world. I traveled for work. In fact, I traveled every week for about 6 years. It was how I supported myself, and I loved it. I didn't have to live in a hotel, and I got to eat at restaurants with lovely people. My best friend and I lived in Paris for almost a year. I would take a week off work, rent a car, we would just drive across France and be tourists in Paris. We saw the Eiffel. Okay, so we've got 3 options. The
Not even the Eiffel's out, just the Eiffel.
A huge team. A huge, high-powered, intimidating
team.
It's
gonna be...
This was my last job before becoming a huge YouTuber. This is also my first paying job. This one's good because this would directly contradict probably all the previous descriptions. Number 3, I may have left my job, but if I had stayed, I would have been amazing. And here's why.
I think the first
this one because my job description is about me taking a week off work and just driving across France. Like, that is not what you talk about.
True, that is true.
Describing the work you did. All right, 1, 2, or 3. These are the
options
that are going to describe my previous job. Man,
Yeah.
it's looking like number one's gonna take it.
Yep.
Number one is more of just
My
kind of a
man,
confidence play, right?
Chat,
Somebody's
well
gonna
done.
read this and just be like, whoa, huge team. Congratulations, this one wins. This is my new description for my previous job. This is fucking nonsense.
Let's
The
go.
first sentence is just like, fuck you, recruiter. This is so aggressive. Next up is my teaching job at UC Berkeley. I was a student instructor for one of Berkeley's introductory programming classes. Why don't we generate all three of them at once? Are we good with these 3 prompts? Led 26 students through daily 3
He's
hour
too
classes.
smart for his
You
own
wouldn't
good.
believe how hard I educated these students. I became the leader of a new generation of students. Number 1. Led 26 students through daily 3 hour classes. He learned how to use his talents to train a puppy. I had never had a dog in my house, and all of a sudden I'm on the receiving end of what we're doing with these dogs, said Loftus. The students had 8 months to train the puppy to perform 10 commands. The program is a partnership between Yale, Animal Farm Foundation, Heifer International, and the Children's Medical Center at UC Berkeley.
Where did the puppies come
Be
from?
in town until June 11. To learn more, click here.
There's
Nothing will
no-
happen if they click there.
I love that one.
That's number 1. You
That's the
wouldn't
best one.
believe how
Okay.
hard I educated these students. Every
Okay.
time. Every single time. When I asked one of them to repeat the last 3 letters of a word, one of them would say, "Don't worry, I'll sound it out in the dark." I kept hearing them whisper, "Don't worry, we won't tell anyone," at each other as they walked by. I was absolutely astonished. I'd been in charge of the classroom, of me, for only 6 weeks. How could that have happened? I was almost embarrassed. My own students really had the student in them. A few days later, this one's pretty good because it's like kind of dark. Well, it's not dark. It's literally dark, I guess. Led 26 students.
First
through
one's
daily
winning in my
3-hour
eyes.
Classes. Got big smiles from the students when I joined in and went on breaks. This time I took my day pack full of supplies so I could haul some laundry home. It was unseasonably cold, so I was able to dry a load in between classes. For the record, I did not do my laundry in between classes. One student thought it was very exciting when I was done and brought me a roll of toilet. I never dried any loads when I was teaching. New description for my teaching job at UC Berkeley. I think we know which one it's going to be.
It's gonna be the dog one.
All right,
Yeah,
the dog one's
hands
real
down.
fucking funny. I'm happy with
It's
this.
so
Next
good.
up is my programming job at
Those were
EA.
meh.
Despite what that might sound
EA?
like, I did not actually work on any video games or anything of importance.
worked
I just
at
worked on the
EA?
tech stack that EA uses for their mobile games. Worked on the client side of the mobile SDK team at Electronic Arts. It sounds pretty boring. Yeah, it was not very exciting. My programming had a profound but sinister effect on EA's profits. I single-handedly saved EA's prospects. I don't want to straight up lie in my portion. I pissed on the EA servers. What?
Hello,
Sure,
Mr.
calculation
Douglas.
happened
Douglas, I am a
somewhere here.
representative from the US government. We are very impressed by your recent changes to your LinkedIn and wish to offer you the position of Supreme Leader. Please
Let's
get back to us
go.
as soon as you can.
Well, guys, this might be my last stream. I'm about to be hired as the supreme leader of the government. I'm not sure of what. Ladies and gentlemen,
Of
it's
the
time.
world.
Cold, hard business. 3, 2, 1. Worked on the client side of the mobile SDK team at Electronic Arts. Researching C# and .NET. Introduced myself to the Windows Phone Convergence team.
Oh,
Brittany
no.
had a blog post on that, which is investigating
That's
the
so
C#
flop, by the way.
and .NET solution for
I had
Windows
one.
Phone 7 that would be browser-based. Not that this idea is dead yet. Posted by Brian Sumner. Joined the Wintana Google Plus group and will update my users of the solution I made for Palm on Android and Nook. Wait, hold on. So I'm working on Android, Nook, in Google Plus, on Windows Phone, in C# and .NET, and it's browser-based. What the fuck is this job? I don't understand at all. Who's Brian Sumner? Please go to the link.
They just put
Is it
words in
appropriate?
front of each other,
I don't know
right
who
there.
the fuck Brian Sumner is.
Nah.
That doesn't exist. That's actually better though.
Actually-
It's more of a flex
actually
on
linked
the recruiters who check me out. They're like, the previous one that's like, for more information, click here. And they click it. They're like, there's no more information. And then they come to this one. And they're like, okay, thank God. At least Brian Sumner is going to tell us what's going on. And this link is broken. My programming had a profound but sinister effect on the profits of Electronic Arts. In only 20 months, the money flowing into the company increased fivefold.
That's the dog. Let's go.
8.4 billion to 11 billion. It's safe to say that's the single most important thing that happened
Yup.
to EA in those early years.
Yup.
Says Chris Connor, who now works at EA. The long-term effect on the company's bottom line might have led EA to take long-term risks with their employees' health and well-being. But in the 1990s, even the sharpest game companies were focused on short-term profits. For instance, maybe you remember EA as the... All right, that's number 2. Number 3, the motto...
Who's winning so far?
It's in the game. Changed my outlook on life, and here's why. That says it all, at least for me. EA Sports, just in the past few months, introduced the Journey mode in the FIFA series. That's the main hook of this Madden game, which they also do an amazing job of utilizing all over the game. EA Sports' Star Wars Battlefront was also the biggest video game of 2015, and it gave me my biggest video game moment ever in 2015 when I logged in for the first time and played as Darth Vader for the first time in Star Wars Battlefront. EA Sports has really learned how to blank. Dude, we've got 3 pretty potent options. All right,
that's mumbling in text form, but second one, yeah.
Okay.
Increase money fivefold.
Number 2 is so aggressive. All right, congratulations. This is my new EA job. Wait, should I just put a period? But then even the sharpest game followers are focused on long-term profits. For instance, maybe you remember EA as the... God, it's even more of a power move. You got to leave them wanting. Next up is a summer job I had to program the Android
just shouts, I am the best.
P90X workout program. This was like 2 guys were working on an app, and they hired me to help out with this Android thing, and I never met them, and they didn't end up paying me for half of my work, but it did actually put really good stuff on my resume. I'll start the first prompt just normally. What should the second prompt be? 2 guys got me ripped in more ways than one. This has nothing to do. It doesn't even mention programming or more P90X. Option number 1. Go. Developed major features of the official P90X Android application. And even though they never paid me 50% of my salary and Doug was considering criminal proceedings, the official Android P90X app now lives in the Play Store. True. If you're a fitness fan and can't wait to do your pull-ups and push-ups in the wild, you should get the official P90X Android app from the Play Store and take a look at some of the things it can do. Don't bother installing the commercial release of the P90X app and instead get the official one and download the advanced workout now. Install the official P90X Android app. I don't get paid by the P90X people, so I'm not affiliated. True, very true. They did not pay me. In some ways, this one's pretty solid. The P90X
pretty much an ad,
program has absolutely annihilated obesity in America. And in only 3 months, my love handles are shrinking. That is a power move. People have lost 30+ pounds on this program, and it seems easy enough. So in my opinion, they know what they're doing. I think these 2 videos can even be combined because I think it's great to stretch both sides of your body at the same time. I started my trainer workouts on Sunday. They kicked my ass. Seems so hard. I think I've stumbled upon a pain of sitting in this chair for an hour a day while I'm watching the girls. I don't know if this one leaves a lot to the imagination. It's pretty potent. Somebody's kicking my ass, but also my ass is in the chair. I mean, this is a power move opener. And once again, I want to reiterate, this is for a programming job for the Android application. This will probably not work. I don't think
this is the best one. This could be the best one. I can feel it. I can feel it.
2 guys got me ripped in more ways than one. Living on borrowed time. Please check back soon, as I will be trying to post something daily, so please keep checking back to see what I've come up with. This is for my LinkedIn profile. Also, thank you all for your well wishes and best wishes for my niece and sister. I will keep them in my prayers. My niece and sister will be having back surgery this week, so I'm going to ask all of you to send some good. This could be, okay, this is one. Power play of like, the recruiter is looking at my profile. They're like, I don't know if this person is even qualified for the Android programming job.
And then this happens.
And then they see this, and they think, wow, his niece and sister is going to be having back surgery. I should give him a job. He needs the money. Okay, we've got 4 options. Number 1 is...
We know 3's going to win.
Advertisement for the app. Number 2, my love handles are shrinking. I don't think I want this on my LinkedIn profile. It would be one thing if I mentioned sitting for an hour a day watching the girls, right? And then I like follow up and kind of, you know, clarify maybe what the situation is. But I just cut off the next sentence. I don't know, man. It implies that I was like arrested while I was writing this watching the girls. The implication here. We got to change it. Can I change it to men? I feel like that's fine. Young men. Well, if this one works, I'm going to replace girls. Option number 3. Oh, this is my niece and sister having back surgery. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to win. What?
Not surprisingly, we're going to go with the love handles. I also think I've stumbled upon
I am shocked.
Sitting in this chair for an hour a day while I'm watching the blank. Whatever word comes next. The single word that comes next. We swap that in for girls and we're good. I just don't want my profile to imply anything illicit or fundamentally creepy. I'm watching the kids. No! Is that better? Can I redo it? This one's worse. So how about I can redo a single word or phrase if it's particularly bad, but I have to gift 5 subs every time. I also think I've stumbled upon a pain of sitting in this chair for an hour a day while I'm watching my children. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Everybody still wins because I'm still watching kids. We get the best of every single world. Incredible. The next up is ESL. It's like a huge esports company, and I spent 2 years as a project manager or producer running tons of esports events, like big Hearthstone shows. So here's what I actually did. Managed the design, budgeting, and execution for live esports tournaments and media content. So we got a lot to work with there. I think we could mention the games. We could mention the fact that some of the stuff I did is...
How do you get into these type of jobs? That's the question.
The temperature up a lot. Controls the randomness of sampling, the creativity. Cool. So let's make this one really creative. Cool. So this one might be a little bit less coherent because we are doing maximum creativity. You ever watched Hearthstone in 2016 or 2017? I led almost every major tournament, including Guys, this is too creative. How does one AI generate so much creativity? This is not English, right? Who is Business Zeus? I'm going to redo it with less creativity. Let's try a 1.5 creativity. I led almost every major tournament.
Jesus. Business Zeus. The Greek god.
From B, apparently pony undermop. Dude, these are too creative. Huh? It's not even English. It just like picks random words. We could go make it less than 1.5. This is an experiment. We won't keep this one unless it's awesome. You ever watched Hearthstone in 2016 or 2017? I led almost every major tournament, including the last 2 BlizzCons, and I'm sure you've seen me at the top of the leaderboard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty good player. I've been playing Hearthstone for almost a year now. I've made a lot of progress. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty close. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty good player. I've been playing Hearthstone for almost a year now.
How many times?
I'm not the best, but I'm pretty close. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh
I'm a
my!
good player. I've been playing Hearthstone for almost a year now, and I've made a lot of progress.
Okay, it's one. I get it.
I'm pretty close.
It's just saying the same.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna lie. It's very honest. We'll leave this one. We'll leave this one. Doug worked for an esports agency that made millions off the backs of young athletes competing in video game tournaments. Which were broadcast on TV. Not correct. It would appear that Doug's pay was meager, but he made up for it by watching 4 to 5 hours of video game tournaments, taking notes, and filing lawsuits against everyone he thought was being ripped off by his employer. When the FBI approached him in 2014 about an investigation into the pay-to-win craze in esports, he said, "What? Did you watch my website? I was writing on site. I was doing the videos. I was fucking writing. I was doing a lot." Our reporter, Doug Williams, was once an employee of an esports agency that made millions off the backs of young athletes competing in video games tournaments, which were broadcast on TV. Doug and his coworkers paid a tiny salary, were prohibited from competing in any video game. Yeah, I guess my channel's name is Doug Williams, which is the new description for my job as an esports producer. So it's between, I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I knew that was going to be the one. That was going to be the one. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm not going to lie to you.
That is a good one.
Next up, in college, I did a programming internship at Zynga, the beloved developers of Farmville, where I worked on a canceled Facebook game. This was for Pirateville, which never released, but it was like a new version of Farmville. It was going to have pirates. We could start with that. Option number 1. I worked on a pirate video game at the beloved media conglomerate Zynga, and it was a nightmare. For being a 9-to-5er who looked forward to coming home to eat an organic green salad, to waking up on my knees in a crawl space under the desk. I gotta change music here. The worst part, I didn't even get to do the whole crawling in a crawl space part. My last day was nearly 2 months ago. I still haven't managed to bring myself to eat a single salad. Might not even be worth my time. Maybe become too bitter. Maybe I'm just not cut out for it. The job I did lead to a bit of fun. This is when I met Jimmy Fallon. All right, let's go back to some fun.
Okay, well, what?
It's when I met Jimmy Fallon. I told him how we went to college together, how we played video games in the arcade together. Fallon wasn't sure what to think about that. I don't know what the fuck. We just did a roller coaster. I'm happy the story has a happy ending, though. Everybody loves Jimmy Fallon.
He met Jimmy Fallon, nice.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm
the captain of the Washington Capitals. I am the captain of the Washington Capitals. I am the captain. Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching? Did you see what I did there? You like what I did there? Can we stay here all night? You don't even know. Did you know about the new captain in town? Yeah, didn't know. Everybody was in the dark. I can't be the captain. I'm not really good at it. Do you see that sign over by the locker room door? It says Captain Ofkin. I didn't even know that existed. Who do you think they are? What is that sign even about? Captain Ofkin? Is that their term for me? It is a term for me. I've been the captain for years now, but this is my time. I'm so excited. I'm also scared.
I love how it just ends.
This is going in a different direction than the others. I love that, like, we put in captain twice in the prompt. The AI is like, all right, everything has to be captain. Which new description? For my job as an intern working on a pirate Facebook game.
Nightmare Journey found.
God,
Oh, Captain,
four
just
votes
one.
Off. Captain wins. Dude,
Damn.
look at the previews, right? If somebody just opens this.
See, I couldn't choose between them two.
Right? We let them in to our ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, and then finally they get to the bottom, and I look them square in the eyes and I say, look at me. I'm the captain now. By this point, I've got them by the balls. This job is mine. Next up is the description for my college education at UC Berkeley.
Oh, no.
Okay, we can write a description for what I did at my college. In the first 2 years, I got great grades in my classes, but then once I became a junior, it suddenly became difficult for me to get good grades. True, my GPA was 2.65, which is much lower than expected. I was very upset and worried, and I figured that maybe this semester will be different. Fortunately, no luck. I still have a good GPA, but it has been dropping steadily. 2.5. And now 2.45. Not good. I feel like I don't deserve it because I have been lazy. I've not done much work, have not attended class regularly, have not always come to class on time. That is the lowest of lows. And probably the lowest of lows that I will ever be able to get to in my life. I can't help feeling bad about myself, and I guess I should take some responsibility for my low GPA. I was not the only person who was lazy, but I could have been. I don't know why you would put this in your LinkedIn profile. It's not the place to wax poetic about your sinking GPA. I was such a damn good student, they made me a teacher. Mother didn't raise no fool. And a teacher I was.
Yes.
The other day, my English class went out to the local high school to see It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
They had all kind of snacks and drinks to keep them occupied, to help them not talk during the movie.
What the?
Did I mention I teach seniors? I should have known I would have had to keep an eye on those bozos. I was very concerned about the soda thing.
What?
4 of them. They were pretty quiet, just enjoying the movie. Everyone else in the movie was quiet too. No one was talking, except when the kids couldn't hear the speaker. God, I know this is going to go somewhere good.
Okay.
We're at the movies in a high school at the seniors that I'm teaching, I think. No one was talking except when the kids couldn't hear the speaker. It was perfect. But then, out of the blue, as I was reaching for my coffee, I heard this stupid American accented voice pipe up. Well, of course, I had to turn. Maybe the strategy here. We leave them a cliffhanger. We want the recruiters to think, oh my God, I could hear the rest of the story if...
I wonder if they do. I wonder if they do ask, like, what happened?
So there I was, sitting on campus with a book in one hand and a beer in the other, when suddenly I'm interrupted. We're concerned about your drinking, the police officer said. I think they've already given you the magic word to ask the administration, so you can't answer anymore. I looked at him for a second, then I saw him. To me, he looked like a perfect clone of my dad. His hair was a little shaggier, his face slightly paler, and his gait was a little slower. The only difference was that he was a police officer. It was him. I was hallucinating. They had to be. My best friend, Myers, had dragged me out of the dorm room and taken me to this bar, a place with arcade games, karaoke, $3 beers. I wasn't sure what I was in for, but I knew I wasn't going to like it. You see that game over there, Myers asked? Sorry. You see that game over there? Myers asked. What happened to my police father? God, I want to do this so badly.
It's so good.
For my
that one.
College education.
It's the police one.
Wow, you're going for police dad mostly. The incredible story of how we found our policeman father is my new description for what
meant to be your best friend.
College. Congratulations. And last but not least, my job as a YouTuber. All right, we've got one left.
It's gonna be juicy.
Doug. With this one, we maybe need to do a few more. This one needs to be really potent, I think. My YouTube channel can be pretty weird. So let me explain it with food. One, my channel gets weird if I watch popular videos on YouTube. I think this is why people can't find the channel. More recently, I found myself eating strawberries. I would have a strawberry for 5 days. Just watch them crumble on the desk. Don't ask how I was managing to eat them. I keep forgetting what I'm doing with my videos. So I just go on, and then after a while, it all feels like a blur. 3, it's very difficult to say anything intelligent when your body is full of strawberries. That's about all that's worth saying, really. Haha. I don't know what makes me laugh more, the video or the fact that I just said haha twice in a row. I've been getting a lot of questions about the videos. So I thought I would put the questions to you guys. Is it normal to eat the strawberries? This has some promise. A few times people have said true
it's
in
not
chat.
bad.
Like none of these stories have been relatable. Somebody typed true in chat, I think during the police dad thing.
True.
Nobody in chat has been stopped by the cops for alcoholism and realized it was their father. I've touched over 1 million people.
Well, that's true. So
through
that's
my
a true.
job as a teacher and an author. My next book is a young adult paranormal fantasy entitled Rancho Murders. I'm holding a Rafflecopter giveaway for a free copy of the book. Enter the Rafflecopter below, and then make sure to share it with your friends. Every person who enters the giveaway will be entered twice.
Let's go.
No, whatever. True. The contest will run until Monday, October 20th, 2014 at 11:59 p.m. Winners will be announced Wednesday, October 22nd, 2014. Good luck. Rancho Murders is set in my hometown of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I love my town and want to share some of the things there are to do there with the others. We want Rancho Murders. I'm wildly successful. It's all thanks to Twitch chat doing the hard work for me.
Oh.
True. Now playing. Watch this. Twitch chat works hard for me. True. Guys, this one's a little too true. I'm a superstar, a multimillionaire, and my secret to success is Twitch chat doing all the work for me. Sometime in the fall, Twitch chat told me I was the 9th highest streamer in the world. At the time, I'd only been streaming for a few months, so I was thrilled. I thought of myself as a mid-tier streamer at best, but I was really just a warm body streaming from time to time. I am now the 9th highest streamer in the world.
Damn.
YouTube. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, oh my god, how does that guy make all that money? I hear you. You're not wrong. This is still my first year as a full-time streamer. If you told me a few years ago that I'd be telling you this, I'd have laughed you out of the room. I didn't stream for a few years after college. I had a few jobs, but I found it. This one was good. This one was good. Try doing one of your video titles.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying to take a bath, but Twitch chat keeps assassinating me. That one could actually be good. I'm trying to take a bath, but Twitch chat keeps going off. You know how it is. Want to take a bath? Twitter wants to chat with me. Stupid twee. I told them last week they were being too talkative. See, what happened is I was a nymphomaniac all through college, and I used to spend my hours typing on a laptop. I'd put on a bathrobe, then drop my clothes in the hamper because they looked like I'd been wearing them for days. I'd waltz into the bathroom, start writing. But somewhere along the way, I lost the fine art of writing for a living. It's kind of hard to have time to write when you have 2 little kids and a husband. That's why I have a boyfriend. I started a relationship with Nick Cage. I'm sure you saw him in Bruges or whatever. He's an actor, you see,
true.
and we live together. Well, I live with him. I don't have to share him. What he doesn't realize is that he's an actor too. And you see, the film I was just working on isn't quite finished yet. I don't have a trailer or anything.
Let's go. This is the best one. Best one by far.
In the video game Skyrim.
Yep.
I create mods.
That was the
Spawn
best one.
cheese, kill fondle, and slaughter zombies with a potato. I also replaced the statue of a woman holding a sword with a weeping man holding a statue of a sword that isn't an actual sword. And then I buy the woman a copy of Limbo. I'm a god. I call myself Diablo the Cheater. As far as I know, I'm the only person who writes a list of cheats and uses it in-game. My mod turned the game. Into an interdimensional sex simulator powered by a fucking necromancer. And I use that game on a daily basis. Today, I've cheated in 30 games. 22 of them were developed by other users, and the other 2 were made by me. And today, this motherfucker's named after me. I use a relatively simple cheat to game console games. What I do is turn the switch on the controller I use into a button on the console, and then I press it to trigger cheats that give me a better experience. Here's what those I don't want to be premature, but I believe we have found the new description of my YouTube career. This just whiplashes so hard with so much passion. My mod turned the game into an interdimensional sex simulator powered by a fucking necromancer. So
brilliant.
True. It's time to vote. We got five prompts to vote on. Good luck.
It's between that one and the one before Nick Cage,
2, 1. I'm Diablo the Cheater. I'm a god. I play an interdimensional sex simulator powered by a fucking necromancer. necromancer, and I use it on a daily basis. Oh, let's get this over to the
fair
network.
enough. Chee.
You're never gonna get a job again, or maybe I'll get lots of jobs. Got to crack a few eggs to make an
True.
profile pic. We could do.
He's
a new
unique.
I mean, what would the new profile pic be though? Take a selfie right now. You with the Thanos paintings. This is for like jobs. This is for like, work connections. Say it under business.
This guy's gonna get.
This is an aggressive.
This guy's gonna get
LinkedIn
jobs.
profile picture. To be fair though, does match Diablo the Cheater. And looks like our work here is done. Ever since February of 2021,
This guy
has been my LinkedIn profile. And I'm
Yes.
happy to say that those recruiters finally stopped emailing me. Just kidding. They emailed me 5 weeks later. I've gotten 4 emails since this change, and I finally replied to
Thank you for
Bobby and
subscribing.
asked exactly which part of my LinkedIn profile makes me so qualified for this job. He did not reply. And now I look forward to forcing every one of their recruiters to have to reread my LinkedIn and look
Wow.
at me in a Thanos
Okay.
bathing suit. This is Diablo the Cheater, signing off.
Bravo. That was beautiful. I can say it probably was one of his best videos. I'm not gonna lie. That was very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. I enjoyed it very much. Okay, everyone, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you check out the original description down below. Enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are literally 400 subscribers away from 15k. Let's see if we can get there before the end of the year. I will see you in the next video. Laters.